just keep trying something out, and find something you like that you're not gonna get tired of, and
Mm.
keep pushing on doing that.
Oh, so what is wrong with that? I'm not gonna be like everybody wants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of RAYZE na Uplift. And today I am so excited because we have in the house, actually, this is her house, Chelsea Yu. And she is, I love this girl. I mean, she is such amazing. When I first met her, she was a DJ at this event that I was actually, I happened to have been a judge.
Judge, yeah.
Yeah, I was at a judge. And I heard this amazing music in the background, and I just said to myself, I have to meet the DJ. And so when I approached her and I introduced myself, I was just really surprised that she was so young, right? And so I said, in the future, I would love to hire you as a DJ in one of my events, maybe in Naga City, okay? And that's still a big possibility. And she said, sure. And I said, let's be Facebook friends, right?
Yeah. And we took a picture.
We took a picture
Yeah.
together. And I saw her profile, and then one of the things she does, not only as a DJ, but she's also a drummer. So I was really, really just so interested in getting to know her more. And when I went through her Facebook, and by the way, I'm not a stalker. I just saw some of her pictures and video, and she's also an accomplished violinist.
Yeah.
And so I said, I would love to have her on my podcast. So here we are. We're now in Legazpi in her studio, and you can see behind me, we've got the drums. And then right over here, we have our violin. And she even plays the guitar, aside from all the things that she does. So I'm really excited to having her here and to introduce her to you, because I know her story will be able to impress you as it impressed me. It'll inspire you and motivate you to even to pursue your passions, so much so that she does. So, yeah.
Yeah, so
Welcome. Thank you.
for having me. I'm so happy to be here. For you to be here in my studio. Yeah.
Let's start how old you are.
I'm 22. I'm 22. I'm in college incoming. So right now it's just our summer break. So we have the free time.
And you are studying.
Yeah, I'm studying BS Psychology in Bicol University.
Mhm.
It's a basically it's a state school.
Mhm.
So tuition is actually free.
Wow, you are so lucky. Maybe I'll take 4 years and study for free out here too. No. But I think it's really cool. When I was talking with my assistant Layla, and we were going through a list of who we were going to go podcast, I said I was going to podcast Chelsea Yu, and she was so excited. She goes, "Chelsea Yu? My God, she's famous!" I'm like, "Yeah, she is." She goes, "Yeah, everybody knows her. I mean, she's a drummer, right?" And on top of all the other things that she does, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But it wasn't until today, and I gotta tell you this story. I was boarding the van from Naga to come down to Legazpi, right? And I see this musician, and because he's a musician, because he was carrying a saxophone, and I said, you know what? I'm actually headed down to Legazpi myself to interview and have on my podcast Chelsea Yu. And he goes, the drummer? So yes, I guess you are pretty popular, right?
I guess it's just happened to be because my main instrument is drums,
Mhm.
and not a lot of girls play drums,
Mhm.
especially here in Legazpi. And I guess I've been drumming for so long, and it's easy to spot because I'm the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also post a lot, so a lot of people see your talent, right? So tell us all the things that you do. I think it's really cool.
Okay, so right now in the summer, what I usually do, I wake up late, and then after waking up, I start my day by teaching my students in drums, in violin, and if I don't teach my students, I have an engraving business, which is the Miss You Engrave Crafts. So I engrave wood and leather. I put names or logos. So I also do that. And in the nighttime, that's when I do my gigs. So I play drums for a band, or I play DJ in a club or event. And sometimes, other days, there are wedding gigs. So while the bride is walking, I'm the one who's playing her entrance song on the violin.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on a second. I'm getting a little bit of headache, a little bit of vertigo here. You're doing so much at 22,
But
right?
that's now that there's no school. So when there's school, I do all of that and go to school. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, let's see. You play the violin during weddings.
Yeah, mostly weddings.
Mostly weddings. You play the drums in a band, mostly in the weekends or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
around Fridays, but sometimes there are like Wednesdays also, so
Yeah.
it depends. Yeah.
Okay. And then you DJ too at clubs and other gigs,
Yeah.
right? And then you have this engraving business, right?
Yes, I do.
And that business itself, well, I mean, that's very creative, right? Visually. So you have a very auditory talent, and you have a visual talent as well, right? So how does getting a BA in philosophy of psychology?
BS in psychology.
Yes, I mean, how is that? I mean, fit in all this?
Okay.
Because you're very artistic, but you're getting into the realm of more of a science.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I still feel like I'm in the right course. I still love my course, psychology. I feel like it helps when you're talking to people, and like with my friends, like all of us, not everyone has a perfect life, right? Like
Yeah.
people want to share their problems, ask for advice. I also do that.
Oh, you give advice.
Yeah. and
Maybe you become a columnist one day, right?
Yeah,
Ask
yeah.
Chelsea.
And I also ask for advice, vice versa. So, my batch in psychology, I feel like we're good listeners in terms of that, because like we don't judge where you're coming from, and we try to accept what accept what you're saying, and we
Right.
don't push if you don't want to share anymore. You
Right.
know, yeah. So I really like my course, and I still love it, and I like what I've learned.
You love what you're
Yeah.
doing. So you think you're gonna pursue a degree, or I'm not a degree, but a career in psychology?
Okay. So for now, I don't think so, because I already like what I'm doing in music, in drums, in violin,
Right.
in DJing. I already like that, so I don't think I have extra time to pursue the psychology. Yeah, but
Luckily, it's free education, right?
yeah, I don't have extra time to do more of psychology, but I don't know, because I'm still young,
Yeah.
So I don't know in the future, but for now, after I graduate, I want to focus more on the business.
Okay. Business of, I mean, you have so much music and engraving?
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically two.
Too, right? Although it's kind of spread out. I mean, you are such a breath of fresh air. And the reason being is because as a youth, 22 years old, not only are you unique in the sense that you are a female drummer, but you're also unique that you are so busy in honing your talents and your abilities. Right. She's always busy. Okay. And that's what I really like about you. Colonel Catan, who's the head of the PMP here in all of Region 5, once said to me, don't be idle. Never be idle. And this is one young woman who is never idle. Is that right?
Kinda. I'm very hyper. I have a lot of energy. I feel like, because actually, when I was a kid, my mom used to enroll me in a lot of workshops, dancing, singing, like in the mall, like performing, and because I had like a busy schedule that when I was young, and until I became older, it was just I was always like that, you know.
Very hyper.
Yeah, the busyness was always there. It's like it's weird for me if I'm not doing anything. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's the weird thing for me, because I'm always used to having a jam-packed schedule. And I feel like also because I used to dance, a lot of that energy right now I don't dance as like before. I used to dance, have a dance crew,
Yeah.
G Styles, and we used to practice like until the morning. You know, we used to practice, so like all of that energy, where does it go now?
Right.
So I guess it came here. It came here now.
Wow. So you never have an idle day.
I mean,
Right.
I do like to take my Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's a Sunday for you like?
For Sunday, before I used to like keep on going out because I didn't have much gigs yet. But right now, every week I have a gig. Every week, and I'm so blessed to have that. So during Sunday, if I'm not doing anything, then I'm just at home. I'm just watching Netflix, sleeping, because like tomorrow, okay, I'm gonna do a lot again. Yeah.
So how often do you practice your music?
Okay. I practice, I guess, almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every day. There are times that I also like to rest. So
Yeah.
I don't practice, but I'm supposed to practice every day. Cause like what I think about in practicing is like I practice so much and I'm not even as good as, let's say, my idol. So like how much practice did my idol do to be that good, you know?
Yeah.
So like other people sometimes tell me that you practice so much. No, it's like this is not even compared to how much my idol has practiced, because I'm not even at that level yet or at their level yet. So I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping.
So
Yeah.
who's your idol?
In drumming, my idol is Sir Michael Alba.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who's mentoring me, who's teaching me in drums, and he's also the head of AIM Alba International Music Academy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm his teacher here in Legazpi. So basically, I teach drums under him. So
Okay.
I'm teaching his method in drumming.
So
Yeah.
that's one thing we didn't talk about, that she's actually a teacher also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. That's what I meant, but when I'm saying I'm teaching students in drums, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
it meant. Yeah.
Okay. And I see in the wall behind me, and you can't see it here now, but there are 3 guitars. So are you also saying you also play the guitar?
I know.
Electric guitar, by the way. 1 acoustic and 2 electric, and then you have a ukulele in the back.
No.
A 12 string.
Ah, that was a bandurria.
Oh, Manduri. Okay.
Yeah, the guitar, I just know how to play. I don't want to say I'm good in playing, because I know a lot of people, especially my bandmates, who are like really good in guitar.
Yeah.
So if I say I know how to guitar, I can't do it like them, you
Yeah.
know. But I actually use the guitar to play songs and write music.
Oh, good.
I
Oh, so
actually-
she's also a music writer.
Yeah, I have songs in Spotify actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I sang there and played
Right.
the drums, and it was
And do you sing also?
I sing when there's no choice. When there's no singer, or like for my songs, I
Yeah.
sing my songs.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to sing my own songs than teaching it to someone, you
Yeah.
know, because it's a less job to
Right.
give it to someone else. Yeah.
So, do you sing karaoke?
Yeah, I sing karaoke. Yeah, if there's a lot of people, it's fun. Why not, right?
I just can't sing karaoke for any reason. I could sing it. I
Oh.
could, the only time I could sing is if I'm playing my guitar. So I could play the
Oh.
guitar and I could sing to it. But you put me in a karaoke mic, and someone else playing music, I can't do it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah. I have to sing my own song. I mean, sing my own song that I'm playing. But you're so talented. I just think that's so amazing. I mean, you know, in my life, I know a lot of people, especially the young, right? And sometimes I'll see them, right? And they are just sitting around playing their games on their on their cell phones or on social media. And I keep remembering the words that Colonel Catan said: "Don't be idle," right? What words do you have of inspiration that you could say, "Hey, get off your butt and do something"?
Yeah, I feel like with more of the people in my age, it's not a matter of like they want to be idle, but I guess they don't know what to do yet,
Yeah.
in my age. So I guess my message of advice to them would be just keep trying something out and find something you like that you're not gonna get tired of, and
Mm.
keep pushing on doing that.
And how would you say to them how to pursue those passions or try to figure out what you're passionate in? What are some of the things that they could do?
Well, with me, my parents actually enrolled me in a lot of stuff. Actually, my first instrument wasn't drums. It was actually piano. And I did not excel in that. Yeah, but we kept going. They still kept finding something for me. And then I fell in love with the drums, and that's where I kept pushing on that. We kept looking for a better teacher in drums, and yeah, I just kept practicing. I kept going, and then my mentor advised me to teach. That's yeah. So that's also one of the things that pushed me to have a business in music, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it all just went into place somehow. And until now, I'm just happy to be where I am. I'm not stopping where I am, and I just keep continuing to push myself to be better.
Wow, wow. If you had other idols, who would they be?
Um, for which instrument, like,
Let's
or
say the
in
violin.
general? In violin, I actually like the violinist of the former violinist of Silent Sanctuary. His name is Chino.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the violinist now of the band Hale. Yeah, I
Okay.
really like him because he can really add the violin nicely in the rock band.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way he puts it is it's just so elegant
Yeah.
and well thought of how to place it in, because if you put violin in a band, yeah,
Yeah, that's very
that's what I
interesting.
like to do. If you put violin in a band, it's a challenge for you not to be messy, you don't want to be there and just adding a sound that's not sinking in. So with violin, you really have to find a good place, a spot where you can shine and not affect the band. You want to help the band. Yeah. That's the
That's a challenge.
yeah, that's the challenge. And I think my idol, Sir Chino, he's really good in that.
And how
Yeah.
about for your DJ music?
For DJing, I actually like the Chainsmokers, but they're not a DJ anymore, right?
Mhm.
They used to be a DJ. They have a background in that. So yeah, I like their music. And here locally, I was taught by Jay Matias. He was the one who taught me how to DJ, and until now, we're both DJing in the same club, which is Eruption. And sometimes he tells me to relax, and yeah, sometimes he can see
Yeah.
what others can't see, and he tells me to smile, relax, and have fun. Yeah, and I loosen up because of that. Yeah.
I gotta say, it's like not only are there few female drummers, but there's also a few female DJs, right?
Yeah.
And that's what really makes her shine. And so I think part of not only finding your passion is finding out what's unique about you. And what's really unique about Chelsea is everything that she does, right? Just about everything. She is so refreshing. I mean, coming to your studio, I think this is such a cool place to be. You know, it's I just love it. I mean, the vibe, the energy, and the fact that it's all yours, right?
Yeah.
And it's such a cool thing. It's like your bat cave.
Yeah, because the studio, it just became multi-purpose, you know?
Yeah.
Like I can teach here, I can study here, my band can also practice here.
Mhm.
Everybody can come here. I also practice the violin here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's all in one. All of that used to happen in our living room. So, I used to have the drum set next to the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now this is actually like soundproof.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the foam here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's foam, and also the bricks actually there. Behind that is also foam.
Mm-hmm.
So the drums aren't that loud, you
Yeah.
know, and it there's a weird sound if there's no sound, you know. There's like it's really super silent,
Wow.
super silent. Yeah.
And I gotta like that because normally when I do my podcast, you'll always hear like a barking dog, a rooster, and the trike. But here is like this is such a blessing because it's so quiet. I just love it.
Yeah, I mean it's created for music. It's created for
Yeah.
recording, you know.
Yeah.
So we already had that in mind while making the studio.
Mhm.
But this studio actually came about because at first everything was okay in the living room.
Yeah.
And then when my mentor
Yeah.
told me to teach drums, well that can't be in our living room. We had to make a studio. That's why this came about.
And it was fortunate because
Yeah.
your father helped you out with this
Yeah,
studio, right?
I'm very fortunate that my dad is really hands-on. That's why the studio is home automated. So
Mhm.
the lights, the AC, even the outlets, I can even turn that off.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so even I can like really leave all the stuff here because the electricity in Legazpi, if you know, keeps turning on and off.
Yeah.
So
A lot of brownouts.
yeah, so at least the stuff here is safe. It's safe.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think what I like, and when I came in here, she goes, "Here, you want to see something?" And she goes, "What was that? Siri?" Yes,
Alexa.
yeah. Alexa. Okay, okay. And she goes, "Alexa, turn off the lights."
But I think it's gonna turn on.
Wow, ain't that cool? Alexa, turn off the colored lights. Is that right?
I think
Sorry,
it should
I
be
didn't
strip
find a
light.
group or device named
Strip
colored
light.
lights.
Oh, okay. You said.
Alexa, turn off the strip light.
Okay,
Oh, cool. All right. Now command it to turn it on. Turn on the strip light.
Alexa, turn on the strip light.
okay.
Ain't that the coolest? I just absolutely love it. And also your window blinds it's also automated, right? So you could say, Alexa,
Roller blinds.
solar.
Roller
Oh,
blinds.
roller blind. Alexa. What would you say?
Roller blinds up.
Oh, roller blinds up. Alexa, roller blinds up.
Boss, T-Dog Sun.
Oh, look at that. And the blinds are going up. That is just the coolest. Of course, you can't see any difference here because it's dark now. But this is such a cool bat cave. I absolutely love it. You know, and there it goes, going up, you know. And you could also control all the other electricity and everything else in here, right?
Yes.
Alexa,
No.
order me a pizza.
It sounds like you're trying to shop. I can't do in your country or on your device yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
that
to the
doesn't.
Amazon site or to the Amazon.
I was scared that if you turn it off, maybe the lights would turn off.
But this
Okay.
is such a cool place, and this is your dad's business. That's what he does, right?
Yes, it's basically my family's business because my dad is the one who
Does all the wiring.
does the installation,
Okay.
and my mom is the one who does purchasing.
Oh, okay, all right. So in your family is how many kids are there?
3, and I'm the eldest.
You're the eldest.
Yeah.
And so does your other 2 siblings today look up to you? I'm sure they do.
I don't know because they're very young.
Oh, they're still young.
The one who's next to me, we have a 9-year gap.
Okay.
So 29. I think she's
So it's like
she's like
13.
13. Yeah.
Yeah.
And next to her, we have an 11-year gap. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I'm like really a big sister. I guess that's also one of the reasons why I do all of this. Because I'm thinking that I'm not gonna do my parents' business because I guess that's not my passion.
Yeah.
So I have to really push myself in what I like so that it would succeed. And basically I want that to be my work. That's where I get my income to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and hopefully help my siblings as well when they grow up.
So follow your passion is the biggest inspiration message you have.
Yes, because
Right.
I can't imagine doing all of these things and me not actually liking it, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like saying when your work is your passion, it's like it's not your work, right? So I guess I also get tired, but I'm still happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in everything you do, there's a sense that it's tiring, but to me it's tiring, but it's still fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I guess the people just have to find something that's also worth it to be tired.
Yeah.
You know, like even though you're tired, you're gonna keep going because
Yeah.
you're happy with what you're doing.
Wow, that's really powerful. I totally believe that too. It's like you find your passion, and work is never work, right?
Yeah.
Work is play, right? In fact, you don't even call it work at all. You just say, I'm just playing for the day, you know? And everything you do, I gotta tell you, I just love everything that you do. And it's such a breath of inspiration. And I'm sure that, I'm going to share with you all the links to all her social sites so you could follow her, you could check her out, and you could also be as impressed as I am. And there you go, Alexa just turned on the lights. How about that? I didn't even tell Alexa to turn on the lights. You know?
Maybe somebody in my house did that.
Oh, okay. They want to say, okay, you gotta turn on the lights. We don't know who she's talking to downstairs. We just heard some male voice, so turn on the lights, right? So yeah, so I want to thank you, Chelsea, for being on a podcast. But before we go, is there any last words you want to say that could really help inspire and motivate our listeners and our viewers?
Yeah, I guess keep looking for what you want to do, what you're happy in, so that when you keep doing it and you're not gonna you're gonna feel that fulfillment, and that it feels different if your work is your passion, because
Yeah.
you want to keep improving,
Yeah.
you don't want to stay where you are because you like this, you want to
Yeah.
keep going, you want it to get better. So that's what I pour into what I do.
Wow.
I love what I do, so I hope that the people can also feel that.
I know people feel that. In fact, I mean, if you keep doing what you're doing, it's just only a matter of time before you reach national stardom. I really see that, and mark my words, and I'll say this now, that one day she is going to be a superstar. All right, you keep doing what you're doing, follow your passion, and show people what you love to do, and it's just only a matter of time before you hit it big. What do you see yourself doing in a very near future?
I hope my business grows. I hope I have more.
I mean, you got so many businesses. Which business you're really talking
Oh,
about?
in engraving, I actually hope to put it in the mall.
Okay.
So that's one of my goals, to have it not just home based, have a store that's have a physical store outside. For the music, there's a lot of branches.
There's a lot of, you could
Okay.
teach,
For-
you could perform, you could.
Yeah, for DJing, for gigging, let's say gigging, I want to be able to travel for my gig, because that would make me so happy that I'm gonna go to this place because I'm gonna play there.
Look, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna be podcasting a lot of big 19 people, all right? And I'd love to be able to, show you off. Just say, hey, look, you know what? I got a DJ for this event, and she's really cool, right? Kind of get,
Yeah.
kind of thing, right? That's how you get to get known, right? And the more you get known, and the more you share on social media, be an influencer there.
Yeah.
It's just only a matter of time before that really takes off, and your whole direction. I mean, one day you're performing at some of the big clubs, around the world, maybe, right? You're performing for some bigger bands, right? You never know where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep following your passion, you'll do great.
Yeah, and I guess for teaching, I guess I just want to teach more people, because I know that I know what I'm teaching them. I know that they're gonna get better,
Yeah.
because I'm really happy when I see my students get better. It's like, wow, you can do this already. Let me give you more. Yeah. I really like teaching as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried teaching online?
Yeah, I teach online. I teach both face to face and online. But actually, most of my students are online.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
some
cool.
of my students are actually international. Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm teaching someone in the States. I used to teach someone in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, your parents must be so proud of you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cause I'm still in school,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they are.
Well, I think you're
Yeah.
doing a lot more at your age while still in school than many people do when they're out of school.
Yeah. I guess it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really challenging to what I've sacrificed is, like, instead of me being in school and then staying in school, because there's a class later, so I can get to know my classmates,
Mhm.
All of that idle time,
Mhm.
and I guess hanging out with friends, but I can't because I have to go home to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sacrifice. But I guess most of my close friends, they understand that,
Yeah.
and they know that I'm there when they need me.
Yeah.
They just can't when I have a gig. Yeah. they
Yeah.
just-
So it's not like they could just call you anytime. Hey, we're gonna hang out at the
it
mall.
depends. It depends. If I have a gig, then it's a no. But if I'm free, then why
Yeah.
not? Yeah.
But then you also practice on your free time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a real challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. So I guess I don't I go out a lot because of gigs. So yeah, maybe they can just come there and it's 2 in 1.
So real quick, how does this all impact your dating life?
Okay,
Your love life.
I'm single. That's how it impacts my dating life.
It impacts your dating life so much that you're alone.
That's how it impacts. I mean, I try to
Yeah.
find time. I guess I haven't met someone because they have to know that I'm busy, and they have to understand that the time for practice and just the time that I can give.
Yeah.
And they also have to understand that I'm sociable. I'm a sociable person, so they can keep me. I mean, like, like I like entertaining people, and there are people who don't like that, right?
There's a lot of men who are very jealous.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And I'm sure any guy who tried to date you would feel very insecure. Not only because of you're sociable, but you don't have a lot of time, right?
Yeah, I guess they have to be, just understanding.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of guys at this age who are like that. So it's going to be really tough, right? Yeah, I could just imagine, because you could be very, how could I say that? I don't want to say unapproachable, okay? Because when I saw you at the DJ, okay, I could only imagine there are guys out there who go, oh, I'd like to meet her. She's the DJ, and it's intimidating, right? So it's not like they could just approach you and say hi.
I mean, they can.
They can, but a lot of guys can't do it because they're afraid. Oh, okay, you're the DJ, right? So that is sort of like the, how could I say, the negativity, the negative side of being you.
Well, I don't want to die alone.
That's true, but you gotta find the right guy.
Yeah, yeah.
and
I guess the other person just has to be understanding of what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna stop what I do.
Yeah. And you don't want to have
Yeah.
anybody try to stop you what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I need someone who's gonna support me.
Yeah,
Yeah, and hopefully I can be also able to support them.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta find someone who's also busy with their field, with their career,
Yeah.
with their love in life, with their passion, with their purpose in life is.
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't, because it doesn't matter to me if it's also music or what.
Yeah.
I just also like someone that's also doing what they like,
Doing what they
doing what they like. So at least when we're tired, at least we're both happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, keep doing what you love.
Yeah.
And the right guy will come along. I think
Yeah.
you know that, right? In psychology.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you like, and then the right guy will come along. In fact, when I was about your age, I too was like very hyper. I was doing a lot of things. And one thing I love to do is I love art. All right, I love art. I love architecture. I love nature. So I would go to art galleries. I would go to architectural tours. I would go to the gardens and stuff. And I used to go alone, because I felt that if I'm going to find someone, it's going to
It's
be
gonna
with
be
someone
there, yeah.
who's also doing what they love to do, right? So as you play your music and you do what it is that you love to do, someone will come along and say, you know what? I love what she does, and I kind of love what, that's part of my passion too, and love might happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna meet them because there's a lot of avenues for
Yeah.
me to meet them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
I guess, but I also don't wanna die alone. Like,
And you're still young, lucky for you, right? I don't think she's gonna die alone too, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. So, have you heard about this one music artist? Her name is Kawaii. Kawehi, something like that.
Is she Filipino in the Philippines?
I think she's Filipino in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And what she does also music, but she does, okay, she does the drums, she does the guitar, she plays all these different instruments, right? And she has like a little mixer, and she mixes all her songs together.
Okay.
Right? I'll send you a link. She is just absolutely the coolest. I think there was a time several years ago I thought, oh man, she's so pretty. I had like a little crush on her. But she actually started, she made it big, and she even had a couple concerts. And she does beat mixing and all that stuff just on her little thing. She presses
Yeah,
some
yeah.
buttons, and she is really, really cool. She's really great. Somehow I kind of see kind of like that, but you don't have the little portable mix box.
Yeah, actually, in DJing, what I'm trying to add is a strike pad. I have like a pad, but I use drumsticks for that.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for a big festival that maybe I can put that in. Yeah, but actually, I guess I'm testing it out also in Eruption.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to add that to my playing while DJing.
Yeah, I could see that's real cool too.
Yeah.
It's like here you are, you're doing some mixing, and while that's singing, you pull out your violin, right? And you're playing on stage, and people will absolutely love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gradually trying
To add that into.
to improve to improve my DJ.
You add that in, and national stardom, and even international, maybe just in your path. So I look forward to that.
Yeah,
One day maybe it's like,
hopefully.
oh my God, I had her on my podcast, and look where she is. She's so big now. So how many more years do you have before you graduate?
I have this is my last year. This is my last year, so I'm graduating next year, which is 2024.
Yeah, with a BS in psychology. Not like in music major.
Yeah, not in music major. I feel like because what Sir Michael Alba is teaching in music is already sufficient. And here in the Philippines, there's no course in drumming. Like there's a course in percussion, which is like in the orchestra, but like the drum set, there isn't.
Oh, maybe that's something you could do.
Yeah, maybe.
There's so many. The world is open to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of possibilities. Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities, and I think from what you're doing just. I'm not saying you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. What am I saying? You are doing a lot, but it's really fun stuff, and it's
Yeah.
really exciting stuff.
Yeah, because I'm happy with what I do. So
Right.
it pays off because I'm happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's great. So that's fantastic. Yeah, thank you again for being on this podcast.
Thank you.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's fun to talk about these stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And be able to share to people.